How's it going, everybody? Rocky Bricks here again with another review video. This is going to be a review on the Dungeons and Dragons LEGO CMF line. As you can see in front of me is all 12 of the minifigures. Each and every one of these minifigures is very detailed, has their own accessories, has unique parts and pieces to them. Before we get into each one of them separately, here is a look at the sheet that they come with. The number for the series itself is 71047. As you can see, there are 12 to collect. And let's go ahead and get into each and every one of these and show a little review of each one. First and foremost, as you can see, each and every one of these figures is on a cobblestone printed piece of the original CMF stand. The first figure we are starting with is the Dragonborn Paladin. As you can see, this is a gold dragon humanoid creature with a nice shiny like crystal blue and gold staff, and this nice what looks to be a unicorn type of shield. As you can see, this figure has detailed printing on the side of the legs, the arms, the legs itself, and this wonderfully nice bulky chest piece, which is very, very nice for this figure. This includes a bunch of pieces and parts to be able to customize different LEGO castle figures, and I think this is one of the best figures out of the entire series. Next is this Ranger. The name of it I can't really pronounce. I'm not too versed of the D&D franchise, but I do very much like these figures, so I wanted to get them. As you can see, this is a eagle type of humanoid creature with these unique eagle wings and this molded head, which is very nicely done. It uses these white legs that are slightly different for different fantasy creatures, and it comes with a little dog side accessory, which is very nice. It's a gray and lighter gray dog, and I think it's a very, very nice accessory to have alongside with this. And his accessory as well is a tan bow and arrow. This figure is very, very nice. Up next is another one of my favorite figures from the line. This is the Mind Flayer, and this is the first villain of the wave. As you can see, he comes with this little brain creature side accessory, which is super, super cool. I guess that's some kind of creature alongside this guy in the D&D games, or the tabletop game. He has a unique molded head that is something sort of similar to Cthulhu. And as you can see, he has arm printing, back printing for the dress piece he has, or the whatever you call that bottom leg piece. And honestly, this is just a wonderfully done villain to include into a fantasy diorama. I really like this guy a lot. Up next is this vampire warrior. I know he has some kind of name, but again, it's hard to pronounce, and I'm not going to try to do that. That's not why I'm here. That's not why you're here either. As you can see, he has a blue cape that is very nicely done, and a side accessory of a black rat with red eyes. I think that is very nicely done as well. He has two accessories in his hands, which is a long sword and a glass cup that I'm assuming is for blood. He has a very nice head and printing, and also side printing, along with dual molded legs. This figure is very, very nicely done. and fits very well with the vampire warrior from the CMF series. I very much like this guy a lot. Up next is a character called Tasha the Witch Queen. As you can see, this is another arm printing and nicely detailed dual molded legs figure. She has a cauldron with purple flames coming out, a nicely done head print where she is laughing evilly, I guess. And when you open up her book, she has a nice printed piece right there, as you can see. And that's what her printing looks like right there. She is a very nicely done figure. I like her a lot as well. And there is the third villain out of the series. Up next is this very nicely done figure known as the Tiefling Sorcerer, if I am pronouncing that correct. She comes with this wonderfully done accessory piece, which is a red dragon, which is just very, very unique and beautiful. As you can see, she's like a demon, so she has horns in her hair and this tail piece. She has nice arm printing and dual molded legs, as most of these figures do. Wonderfully done figure. And she has these magical arrows as like an effect piece being shot out. I like this figure a lot, and she is surprisingly one of the good guys in the wave. Next is a wonderfully unique and nicely done figure. This is known as the Lady of Pain. This is surprisingly a villain figure as well. She is on this clear 2x2 circular piece, I guess to make it like she's floating in the air. She has this awesome Statue of Liberty looking headpiece, which goes over just a black minifigure head. And this beautifully done, unique, long orange draped cape. As you can see, she has nice printing on her torso and legs, and her side little accessory is this clear translucent box. Let me know in the comment section what that is, because I don't know. Although this is a super, super unique and nicely done figure that I love to have in my collection. Next up is another figure that is pretty simple compared to the rest. This is the female dwarf barbarian. She's a redhead, as you can see, with kind of like a bun hairstyle. She holds a torch and this very unique axe that at least is a first for me to own. She has nicely done arm printing that I like a lot. She has this fur kind of collar piece that you put on top of her torso, and just a nicely done Nordic inspired barbarian dwarf. I really like this a lot. Next up is a elf warlock of some sorts. This is a blue and brown color scheme that he has. He does not have any arm printing, but he does have nicely done back printing and this awesome knife blade that he does come with two of. He comes with an extra one of them. He has a nicely done head and this awesome headpiece with yellow ears sticking out. I do like how this guy is yellow, so he fits in with the rest of like the yellow Lego figures. And he has this awesome black staff that ends in this printed eye piece that is just very, very nicely done. And I like this guy quite a bit. Here is the bard, the elfling bard or halfling bard, whatever he is referred as. He includes a gold pirate sword and this red, gold, and tan guitar of some sorts. He seems to be a singing, just joyful kind of guy. I really do like this guy's color scheme of the pink, the hot pink, along with the cyan, and he does have dual molded legs that are tan and orange that are very nicely done. this figure is very, very cool, even though he may be one of the simpler ones of the series. Second to last is the Halfling Druid. This is a minifigure using the shortest legs, which are dual molded in this case, which are really nicely done. He has a unique green and brown cape that is very, very nicely done. He doesn't use any arm printing, but where he lacks in that, he has a unique hood piece with these awesome antlers, this cute little tan bird, and a grass and flower piece utilized type of staff. So I guess he's really in tune with nature. And I think this is a really, really nicely done figure, just like the rest. Last but not least is Saw's Tan or Saw's Tom, whatever his name may be. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but this is a what seems to be undead, bona fide type of like warlock, and he's the last figure of the series and also the last villain. He has a red cape and a red upper collar type of cape. It's the same getup that the Alien Queen has going on from the CMF line that came out years ago. He holds a red fire effect piece and a translucent skeleton skull piece, which is unique, at least to in my knowledge, to this CMF figure. And honestly, between his printing, his accessories, and just his colors and aesthetic going on, this is just such a nicely done villain, in my opinion. And there's one good look at him right there. Now, to get on to my final thoughts of the entire series as a whole. One last detail about this minifigure series. 5 of the minifigures, the elf sorcerer, the demon, the druid, the barbarian, and finally the bard, all have alternate faces that are just the opposite gender from the ones that they originally are. My opinion on this CMF series is they are 10 out of 10. I want to say almost 20 out of 10. They are breaking my scale, honestly, when it comes to just LEGO quality minifigures and CMF figures. I fully recommend you go purchase these if you can. These are widely available still, and you can get them off of Amazon for a good price, and I recommend you go do that if you are wanting these very bad. There is a D&D set as well to go with this line that I do plan on owning one day and making a review of. So let me know in the comments if you want that to be done. But let me know also what you think about this CMF series. I love this series, and I think it is definitely worth every penny to spend. This is fully able to go with any of your castle figures. A lot of the piece usage and molds in these figures are very useful for the castle figures, especially the Dragonborn Paladin. And I just honestly love these figures. Stay tuned for more stuff to come in the future. I think I'm going to be getting into more of the medieval and castle themed stuff as we go along. And I just can't wait to see what comes along with all that. This has been Rocky. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching.